So to mix things up again on the National League Rugby preview show, let's head into National 2 West now, where one of the stories of round 6 came down in Cornwall, where Redruth inflicted a first defeat of the season on Luctonians by claiming a 38-29 victory. Now, this was a brilliant contest at the Recreation Ground and was ultimately decided by debutant Will Wrigglesford, with his brace helping Nigel Hamley's side to a third victory of the campaign. And that win for Redruth coincidentally allowed Camborne to move to the top of National 2 West as they beat Hinckley 41-19, with Ben Priddy scoring a hat-trick, while Kyle Moyle and Josh Matavesi were excellent once again for the Cherry and Whites. But because obviously Luctonians lost via Redruth beating them and Camborne getting that win over Hinckley, it means Redruth have done their near neighbours a favour as Camborne now lead the way in National 2 West. And we'll come on to the table just in a minute or two, but we also wanted to highlight another game that took place in the Southwest in round 6, where Taunton winger Rocky Prowse really made a name for himself. The 18-year-old scored 5 tries in a huge 62-29 victory for the Titans over All Redcliffians, and it's now a third win on the spin for Tony Apside. And after they came down from National 1, they seem to be struggling to find their feet in the early knockings of the season, but they're now gathering momentum, aren't they, with 3 straight wins for Taunton, helped by this emerging talent, Rocky Prowse. So let's have a look at the table then in National 2 West, and confirmation that Camborne are the new leaders of the division after that win over Hinckley, and just 6 points separate the top 6 in this division. At the bottom, no change for Devonport Services, who lost 52-17 at home to Clifton in round 6. Despite the scoreline, this was another good first half showing for Devonport, but Clifton put their foot down in the second period to end a 3-game losing run. Straight into the fixtures then in National 2 West, and we start with league leaders Camborne, who were travelling to Bourneville. The hosts have struggled away from home this term, but they are on a run of 8 consecutive wins at Avery Field, so Camborne will be in for a test in the Midlands. Cinderford up against Redruth. Cinderford now up to 4th in the table, 4 straight wins for them, so confidence will be high when they take on a buoyant Redruth on Saturday. Clifton against Macclesfield. Clifton fresh from being back in the winners' lounge last week. Welcome Mac to Station Road. Macclesfield actually led with 6 minutes to go against Cinderford last time out before falling to a 24-19 defeat. So can the Blues bounce back in round 7? Hornets travel to Exeter University. Exeter University winning the battle of the universities last week against Loughborough Students, edging it 28-26 in the end. It was an excellent result for them, and they are back at home to face an improving Hornets who've collected 12 points from their last 3 games. Hinckley versus Devonport Services sees the bottom 2 go head-to-head at Leicester Road. Hinckley aiming for back-to-back home wins in that one. Luctonians versus Taunton really does look and sound like a tasty contest at Mortimer Park. Luck's aiming to respond after their first defeat of the season, while 5th place Taunton, as we said before, have a bit of momentum behind them at the moment. And Old Redcliffians will be looking to right the wrongs of round 6 when Dan Cox's side welcome Loughborough Students to Scotland Lane.